Most people assume that blurry vision is simply an unavoidable part of aging. They wake up with dry, irritated eyes, struggle to read a menu across the table, or notice that headlights at night suddenly appear too bright, forcing them to grip the steering wheel a little tighter than they used to. Because these changes develop gradually, many people accept them as normal. But the reality is more complex than that. Vision changes after the age of 60 are common, yet they are not always something that must simply be tolerated without question. According to information from major eye health organizations, the eyes become more vulnerable with age. Conditions such as dry eye syndrome, cataracts, macular degeneration, and sudden blurry vision can become significantly more frequent after the age of 60. What many people do not realize is that a large portion of the damage associated with these conditions occurs quietly over time. In fact, some of the most important processes affecting vision happen while you are asleep. During the night, when the body should be repairing itself, the retina, the light-sensitive tissue at the back of the eye, relies on a constant supply of oxygen and nutrients. When that supply becomes less efficient with age, delicate photoreceptor cells can begin to weaken. These cells are responsible for converting light into signals that the brain interprets as sight. If they deteriorate slowly, vision may begin to appear blurry, dim, or slow to adjust in the morning. The challenge is that these changes often occur silently, and many people do not notice the damage until it has already progressed. In my clinical conversations with older adults, one question appears again and again. Why is my vision getting blurry? And is there anything natural I can do to help support my eyes without immediately depending on medications or surgical procedures? It is an understandable concern. Many commonly recommended solutions, such as stronger eyeglass prescriptions, lubricating eye drops, or corrective procedures, are designed primarily to manage symptoms rather than address deeper biological processes that affect eye health. Research published in recent years has highlighted that age-related changes in the retina are often linked to oxidative stress and low-grade inflammation inside the eye. These processes can disrupt the normal repair cycle of retinal cells, particularly during nighttime when tissues are supposed to regenerate. When oxidative stress accumulates, the delicate structures that support clear vision may gradually become less efficient. However, there is encouraging news emerging from nutritional research. Scientists have identified several natural compounds found in everyday foods that appear to support retinal circulation, help protect photoreceptor cells, and provide antioxidant defense to the tissues responsible for sight. Certain fruits, in particular, contain nutrients that the eyes appear to benefit from during the body's overnight repair cycle. These nutrients may contribute to maintaining retinal health and slowing some of the changes associated with aging vision. This is one of the reasons I have spent many years studying how evidence-informed nutrition can complement conventional eye care. My name is Dr. William Collins, and throughout my work with older adults, I have seen how lifestyle habits, including diet, can play an important supportive role in protecting vision. In this video, I will guide you through 7 fruits that research suggests may help support the natural repair processes of the eyes during sleep, along with practical ways to incorporate them into your routine. Before we begin, I would genuinely enjoy hearing from you. Let me know in the comments where you are watching from today, your city or country. It is fascinating to see how people from around the world come together here with a shared goal, protecting their health and maintaining independence as they age. And one quick but important reminder, everything discussed in this video is intended for educational purposes only. It should never replace professional medical advice. If you are experiencing changes in your vision, persistent dryness, or any concerns related to eye health, it is essential to consult a qualified eye care professional before making changes to your diet, supplements, or lifestyle. Your eyesight is far too important to take unnecessary risks. Now, with that said, let's begin exploring the fruits that may support eye health overnight, starting with number 7. The first fruit on the list may surprise you because it is often overlooked in the grocery store. Kiwi is small, slightly fuzzy on the outside, and many people pass by it without giving it much attention. Yet when it comes to supporting aging eyes, this fruit contains several nutrients that researchers continue to study with interest. As we grow older, the retina becomes increasingly sensitive to oxidative stress. This stress occurs when unstable molecules, known as free radicals, begin damaging cellular structures. Over time, this damage can affect the photoreceptor cells that allow us to see clearly. When these cells begin to struggle, people may notice that road signs become harder to read, headlights create starlight glare at night, or morning vision feels temporarily blurry. Kiwi contains two carotenoid compounds that are especially relevant for eye health, lutein and zeaxanthin. These nutrients accumulate naturally within the retina, where they function as protective filters. They help absorb harmful blue light and provide antioxidant protection to delicate retinal tissues. By reducing oxidative stress, they may help support the long-term integrity of photoreceptor cells. Another interesting aspect of kiwi is its influence on sleep quality. The fruit contains a variety of antioxidants along with small amounts of serotonin, a compound associated with sleep regulation. Deep, restorative sleep is one of the times when the body performs many of its cellular repair processes, including those affecting eye tissues. When sleep improves, the body's ability to recover and maintain healthy structures throughout the body, including the eyes, can also improve. Scientific interest in kiwi's potential effects on vision and overall health has grown in recent years. Some studies involving older adults have suggested that regular consumption of kiwi may support visual clarity and reduce symptoms such as morning eye dryness or irritation. While fruit alone cannot reverse serious eye disease, the nutrients found in kiwi appear to contribute beneficial antioxidant support. For those who would like to include kiwi as part of an evening routine, the approach is very simple. Consuming 2 golden kiwis about an hour before bedtime may be a practical option. Golden kiwis tend to contain slightly higher levels of lutein and are typically less acidic than the green variety, which can make them easier on the stomach later in the evening. There is also a small detail that many people overlook. The thin layer of fruit located just beneath the skin contains concentrated antioxidants, including compounds such as caffeic acid. Rather than peeling the fruit completely, many people find it easier to slice it in half and scoop the flesh out with a spoon, leaving that nutrient-rich layer intact. Sometimes the foods that offer the most interesting nutritional benefits are the ones people ignore every day at the grocery store. A simple fruit like kiwi may not look extraordinary, but the combination of carotenoids, antioxidants, and sleep-supporting compounds makes it a fascinating addition to a nighttime routine designed to support eye health. And that is only the beginning. As we continue through this list, the next fruits may surprise you even more, including one that many people already have sitting in their kitchen without realizing how beneficial it could be for their eyes. As we continue moving through the list, the next fruit is one that many people already enjoy regularly, yet very few realize how relevant it can be for eye health. Number 6 is watermelon. Many older adults notice that their vision feels unusually blurry during the first hour after waking up. Sometimes it clears gradually, and other times it lingers longer than expected. One reason for this has to do with changes that occur in the eye with age. Over time, the eyes tend to become drier, and circulation to the retina can slowly decline. When blood flow is less efficient, the retina may not receive oxygen and nutrients as effectively as it once did. This can contribute to that hazy or sluggish visual clarity many people experience in the morning. Watermelon may appear simple at first glance, but nutritionally it offers several properties that are relevant for aging eyes. The fruit is composed of more than 90% water, which makes it naturally hydrating. Proper hydration is important because tear production and ocular surface moisture depend heavily on the body's fluid balance. Beyond hydration, watermelon contains one of the richest natural sources of lycopene. Lycopene is a carotenoid antioxidant that researchers have studied extensively for its role in protecting cells from oxidative stress. In observational studies, higher dietary intake of lycopene has been associated with lower levels of oxidative damage in retinal tissues, and potential protection against age-related eye conditions such as cataracts and macular degeneration. Watermelon also appears to influence levels of other important eye nutrients. Some research suggests that individuals who regularly consume watermelon tend to have higher circulating levels of lutein and zeaxanthin, the same protective compounds found in foods like kiwi. These carotenoids accumulate inside the retina, where they help filter harmful light and provide antioxidant defense to delicate visual structures. Another interesting aspect of watermelon relates to circulation. Certain compounds present in the fruit may support the body's production of nitric oxide, a molecule that helps relax blood vessels and improve blood flow. Better circulation can contribute to improved delivery of oxygen and nutrients throughout the body, including the tiny blood vessels that nourish the retina. During sleep, when the eyes are performing many of their repair processes, this improved circulation may play a supportive role. In terms of practical use, a simple approach is to enjoy 1 to 2 cups of chilled seedless watermelon roughly 30 minutes before bedtime. It provides hydration and antioxidants without being heavy on digestion. One small detail worth noting is to avoid adding salt. Excess sodium can influence fluid balance and may contribute to increases in intraocular pressure, which eye health organizations identify as an important factor in conditions such as glaucoma. There is also a part of the watermelon that many people discard without realizing it contains additional nutrients. The pale white section close to the rind contains citrulline, an amino acid involved in supporting healthy blood vessel function. Some people blend this portion into smoothies or incorporate it into simple recipes so that fewer nutrients are wasted. Moving to number 5, we come to a fruit that many people in North America have never tried. Black currants are small berries with a deep purple color and an intensely rich flavor. While they may not be widely available in every grocery store, they have drawn significant attention in the field of vision research. One of the challenges associated with aging eyes is a process known as retinal microinflammation. This refers to low-grade inflammation that gradually affects delicate structures in the retina and the optic nerve. Over time, this inflammation can contribute to symptoms such as halos around headlights at night, eye fatigue in dim lighting, and difficulty adjusting between bright and dark environments. Black currants contain exceptionally high levels of anthocyanins, the pigments responsible for their deep purple color. Anthocyanins have been studied for several properties that are particularly relevant to the eye. They appear to help calm inflammatory pathways, support dilation of small blood vessels, and assist in maintaining rhodopsin, the visual pigment that enables the eyes to adapt from bright light to darkness. Several clinical studies have explored the effects of black currant anthocyanins on eye health. In research involving individuals with glaucoma, supplementation with black currant anthocyanins over extended periods was associated with improvements in blood flow to certain retinal and optic nerve regions. Other preliminary studies have observed improvements in retinal circulation and changes in compounds related to blood vessel function. While more research is still needed, these findings have encouraged scientists to continue investigating the potential neuroprotective effects of these compounds. Another area of interest is dark adaptation, the process that allows the eyes to transition from well-lit environments to darker ones. This ability naturally becomes slower with age. Some evidence suggests that anthocyanins may support this adaptation process, which could help older adults feel more comfortable when driving at night or moving through environments with varying lighting conditions. Fresh black currants are not always easy to find in many supermarkets. For this reason, many people choose a standardized black currant extract that provides a consistent amount of anthocyanins. In studies, doses around 50 milligrams of anthocyanins daily have been examined. Taking them in the evening alongside other nutrient-rich foods may help support absorption. Combining these compounds with a small amount of healthy fat, such as a few walnuts, or with a source of vitamin C like a slice of orange, may enhance nutrient absorption. Nutritional synergy often plays a meaningful role in how effectively the body can utilize these compounds. Next on the list, at number 4, is a fruit that almost everyone recognizes: blueberries. However, many people unknowingly consume blueberries in a way that reduces some of their potential benefits. Blueberries are rich in antioxidants that help protect photoreceptor cells. These are the highly specialized cells inside the retina that allow us to detect light, distinguish fine detail, and adjust to different lighting conditions. Over the years, exposure to sunlight, environmental stress, and metabolic changes can gradually weaken these cells. When that happens, people may notice increased difficulty reading small text, reduced clarity in dim environments, or eye fatigue during prolonged screen use. One of the key compounds in blueberries is pterostilbene, a molecule related to resveratrol but considered more bioavailable in some contexts. Researchers have been interested in its ability to cross certain biological barriers and potentially reach sensitive tissues, including those involved in vision. In recent studies involving older adults, regular consumption of wild blueberries has been associated with improvements in visual clarity and reductions in eye strain during activities such as reading or viewing digital screens in low-light environments. While blueberries are not a treatment for eye disease, their antioxidant profile makes them an attractive addition to a diet focused on supporting eye health. An important detail involves the type of blueberries consumed. The larger cultivated varieties commonly sold fresh in many grocery stores often contain lower concentrations of certain antioxidants. Wild blueberries, which are typically smaller and darker and often found in the frozen section, tend to provide a higher density of beneficial compounds. Frozen berries can be just as nutritious as fresh ones. In fact, freezing helps preserve their antioxidant content. A practical approach is to consume roughly 1/3 of a cup of wild blueberries about 45 minutes before bedtime. There is also a small nutritional detail that many people are unaware of. Combining blueberries with dairy products such as milk or yogurt may reduce the absorption of certain anthocyanins because milk proteins can bind to these compounds in the digestive system. Eating the berries on their own or alongside non-dairy foods may allow the body to absorb more of their beneficial antioxidants. Some people find it helpful to lightly freeze and then thaw the berries before eating them. This process breaks down the plant cell walls and can make certain nutrients more accessible during digestion. When these antioxidants become more bioavailable, they may be better utilized by the body during the nighttime repair processes that support healthy vision. And we are only halfway through the list. The next fruits become even more interesting, including one that researchers believe may influence one of the underlying processes involved in cloudy lenses and early cataract development. Continuing with the list, the fruit in the number 3 position is one that often surprises people the most: dragon fruit. It is exotic in appearance, bright and vibrant inside, and increasingly studied for its nutritional properties. While many people recognize it for its striking color and unusual shape, fewer realize that certain varieties of dragon fruit may offer benefits related to circulation and antioxidant protection that are relevant to eye health. If you frequently wake up with eyes that feel tired or heavy, even after what seemed like a full night of sleep, circulation could be part of the explanation. The retina depends on a delicate network of tiny blood vessels to supply oxygen and nutrients. When this circulation becomes less efficient with age, retinal tissue may not receive everything it needs during the night when repair processes are most active. The variety of dragon fruit matters. The deep red fleshed variety contains higher concentrations of compounds known as betalains. These are powerful antioxidants that have been studied for their potential role in supporting vascular function. Some research suggests that betalains may help stimulate the production of nitric oxide, a molecule that allows blood vessels to relax and widen. When capillaries expand, circulation can improve, potentially supporting better oxygen delivery to tissues throughout the body, including the retina. Preliminary studies examining red dragon fruit extracts have observed improvements in markers related to circulation and visual performance, such as contrast sensitivity and visual field perception. While this area of research is still developing, these findings suggest that the nutrients present in red dragon fruit may play a supportive role in maintaining healthy ocular circulation. From a practical standpoint, a simple way to include it in an evening routine is to consume about half of a red-fleshed dragon fruit, roughly an hour before bedtime. One small detail many people overlook involves the seeds. The tiny black seeds found throughout the fruit contain small amounts of beneficial fats and minerals. Chewing them rather than swallowing them whole allows the body to access more of those nutrients. Moving to number 2, we come to a fruit with an extremely long history in traditional medicine, goji berries. For centuries, these bright red berries have been used in traditional Chinese health practices, particularly in formulas associated with eye and liver health. Today, modern research is beginning to explore some of the compounds that may explain these traditional uses. The primary area where goji berries appear especially relevant is the macula, the central portion of the retina responsible for sharp, detailed vision. The macula allows us to read, recognize faces, and perceive fine color differences. Over time, oxidative stress and reduced circulation can gradually weaken this region of the retina. These changes are involved in age-related macular degeneration, one of the most common causes of vision loss in older adults. Goji berries are notable for their high concentration of zeaxanthin, one of the most important carotenoids for macular health. Zeaxanthin accumulates directly in the macula, where it helps filter damaging light and protect delicate retinal cells from oxidative stress. Clinical studies have begun examining how regular consumption of goji berries may influence markers related to macular protection. In one study involving adults between the ages of 60 and 80, participants who consumed dried goji berries regularly over several months experienced measurable increases in macular pigment density. This pigment acts as a natural protective filter for the retina, and higher levels are generally associated with better protection of visual function. Including goji berries in an evening routine can be very simple. 2 tablespoons of dried berries soaked in warm water for about 10 minutes softens them and improves digestibility, which can be helpful for older digestive systems. Eating them roughly 30 minutes before bedtime allows their nutrients to be present in the body during the overnight repair window. Some people also choose to pair goji berries with foods rich in flavonoids, such as a small square of high-quality dark chocolate. Compounds found in cocoa have been studied for their ability to support circulation and potentially enhance nutrient absorption, creating an interesting nutritional synergy. Finally, we arrive at the fruit that tops this list, papaya. Unlike some of the others, papaya is widely available and relatively inexpensive. Many people already have it in their kitchens without realizing how nutritionally valuable it can be for supporting eye health. One of the biological processes that contributes to aging changes in the eye is something known as glycation. Glycation occurs when excess glucose molecules bind to proteins in body tissues, forming compounds that can gradually damage structures such as the lens and retinal cells. Over time, these changes can contribute to cloudiness in the lens and reduced visual clarity. Papaya contains an enzyme called papain, which has been studied for its anti-inflammatory and protein-modifying properties. In addition, papaya provides a rich combination of vitamins A, C, and E, along with folate and other antioxidants. These nutrients are frequently associated with supporting tear production, protecting retinal cells, and reducing oxidative stress throughout the eye. Some clinical observations involving older adults have suggested that incorporating papaya into the diet may support improvements in tear film stability and visual contrast over time. While fruit alone cannot prevent or cure eye diseases, the combination of enzymes and antioxidants found in papaya makes it a valuable component of a diet designed to support eye health. A practical approach is to eat about 1 cup of ripe papaya cubes roughly an hour before bedtime. Fresh fruit tends to preserve more of the natural enzymes compared to processed forms. Allowing the fruit to reach room temperature before eating may also help maintain enzyme activity. It is generally best not to combine papaya with dairy foods at the same time, as certain milk proteins may interfere with the absorption of some antioxidants. A simple enhancement many people enjoy is adding a squeeze of fresh lime juice over the papaya. The additional vitamin C may support the body's utilization of vitamin A while also enhancing the flavor. Before finishing, there are several practical principles that can help maximize the benefits of these fruits. First, it is best to avoid combining antioxidant-rich fruits with large amounts of calcium-heavy foods such as milk or yogurt. High-calcium meals consumed simultaneously with certain carotenoids may reduce their absorption. Allowing at least an hour or more between dairy products and fruit consumption can help improve nutrient availability. Second, many of the protective compounds found in these fruits are fat-soluble. This means the body absorbs them more efficiently when a small amount of healthy fat is present. A few walnuts, a slice of avocado, or a small drizzle of flaxseed oil can help enhance absorption. Third, washing fruit gently is important. Rinsing under cool water rather than aggressively scrubbing helps preserve the delicate antioxidant compounds concentrated near the skin, particularly in berries. Fourth, allowing fruit to reach room temperature before eating may help preserve certain enzyme activities that can be reduced by refrigeration. And finally, timing can matter. Consuming these fruits roughly 60 to 90 minutes before bedtime may allow their nutrients to circulate during the overnight period when many restorative processes occur throughout the body. When we bring all of this together, one important message becomes clear. Blurry vision is not always simply the unavoidable result of aging. Often, it reflects biological processes taking place within the eye, including oxidative stress, inflammation, circulation changes, and metabolic effects. Nutrition alone cannot replace proper medical care, but emerging research suggests that certain foods may support the body's natural ability to protect and maintain healthy vision over time. Imagine waking up and noticing your vision feels clearer sooner in the morning, being able to read comfortably, drive at night with more confidence, or enjoy the details of everyday life with the people you love. For many individuals, preserving vision means preserving independence and quality of life. I would love to hear from you. If your eyesight suddenly became clearer tomorrow morning, what is the first thing you would want to look at? A loved one, a beautiful landscape, your garden? Share your answer in the comments below. I read every single one. If you found this information helpful, consider liking the video and subscribing for more evidence-informed discussions about supporting your health as you age. And if someone in your life is over 60 and cares about protecting their eyesight, sharing this video with them could make a meaningful difference. This is Dr. William Collins reminding you to take good care of your eyes. They are truly irreplaceable.